UC Irvine was, in the minds of many Mean Green fans, doing them a favor by eliminating UAB. They had a home game in their quarterfinal, and that went down to the very end. They were able to stop Yaxel Lindeborg 3 times with a chance for UAB to pull that one out. And UC Irvine comes here 31-6. That equals their best season ever from 6 years ago.
I tell you, they're impressive, and you look inside the numbers. This is an Anteater team that was 14-3 in true road games. If you're playing on April 1st and you've won 30 games and you're that good on the road, you know what you are? You're an excellent basketball team, and that's why they're a #1 seed in this NIT.
They are the latest team from the Big West to participate in a postseason since 1991. How many people remember the UNLV was in the Big West when they played Duke in that NCAA final that year?
Yep, Duke got that one, but, you know, UNLV is such a storied program. I think people have totally forgotten they were out of the Big West. Probably would guess Mountain West or Pac-12 if they just didn't know any different. But this is a good league, Dave. UC San Diego, UC Riverside, Northridge, and Cal Poly all had really good seasons, but UC Irvine at the top of the stack.
They were 17-3 in Big West play. As St. mentioned, 14 road wins, true road wins, against 3 losses, and 4-1 now on neutral sites. The Mean Green 27-8. Their only better season was the NIT championship year from 2 years ago, 31 wins that season. 2-2 now on neutral sites. 8-5 after the road win a week ago in Stillwater. And after we take 10 seconds for station identification, we'll run down the First State Bank starting lineups for tonight's NIT semifinal in Indianapolis. This is Mean Green basketball. Mean Green, the lower seed, second seeded in their quadrant. UC Irvine, the top seed in there. So the Mean Green in the road uniforms wearing green. Mean Green in script in white, numbers in white, uniforms trimmed in black. And for Ross Hodge, as usual, Grant Newell at 1 forward, 6'9", 220 junior from Chicago. Transfer from Cal, 6.2 points, 3.6 rebounds. Mulai Sissoko making his 74th consecutive start. Freak that began 2 years ago in the NIT. The senior from Bamako, Mali, 6'9", 245, 7.5 points, 6.5 rebounds. The most improved player this year in the AAC. Jasper Floyd has been the MVP as far as the first 3 wins in the NIT for the Mean Green. 6'3", 195 senior from Tampa, the transfer from Fairfield, averaging 8.8 points, 3.9 assists per game. And in the first 2 rounds of the NIT, 19 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 turnover against Furman. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, the game-winning shot against Arkansas State. Rondell Walker at a guard, 6'5", 185 senior from Midwest City, Oklahoma, 3.7 points and rebounds. And Atten Wright, senior from Hawthorne, California, the transfer from Drake, 6'1", 185, a team leading 14.9 points. He led the American in 3-point shooting, better than 40% beyond the arc. This will be the 4th time that he has played UC Irvine. His Cal State Northridge teams lost all 3 meetings in his 3 years there, but Atten averaged better than 15.5 points per game against Russell Turner's Anteaters. Their forward is Devin Tillis from LA, 6'7", 225, a senior, averaging 13.4 points and 7.7 rebounds per game. Bent Leuchten in the middle, a true center. You don't see that many of those in the college game anymore. He is that, 7'1", 260, a senior from Karlsfeld, Germany, who leads them in almost everything and is ranked in the Big West in almost everything. Their 9th leading scorer in the conference, 15.4 points. 2nd leading rebounder, 9 per game. He hits 55% from the field, 44% from beyond the arc. That is the best percentage on the team. And the 2nd best shot blocker in the Big West, 1.3 per game. Justin Hone, now a graduate from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, at a guard, 6'2", 190, 12.1 points. He was 5th in the Big West, 3.7 assists per game. Jurian Dixon, redshirt freshman from San Diego, 6'4", 195, 8.7 points, 2.8 rebounds per game. He was the Big West Freshman of the Year, making his 28th start tonight. And Miles Shea at guard, 6'2", 190, a sophomore from Los Angeles, a transfer from Chattanooga. If UC Irvine wins and Chattanooga knocks off Loyola Chicago in the second semifinal, it could be a Miles Shea versus his original team matchup. 12.1 points, 2.5 rebounds. 52 made threes at 43% from deep. And what really all five starters have in common, Hank, for UC Irvine, is they are all threats from deep.
Boy, deep range, the ability to get open, shot seekers, and the other thing these two teams have in common, in a day and age where the mantra is get old and stay old, we got a lot of seniors playing tonight on both sides. And for the Mean Green, they've gone with that 8-man rotation, 6 of which know their college basketball careers could come down to just one last night. And that, I think, is what's fueling both these teams to try to get to a championship. They love playing ball, they love playing with one another, and they know there is finitude in their careers.
Our officials tonight, Brett Smith, Deldre Carr, and Vladimir Voyard-Tadal. Well, there's some guys that have not worked a UNT game. Brett Smith has never worked a North Texas game. Neither has Deldre Carr. Vladimir Voyard-Tadal is a number 39th ranked Ken Palm official. He did work the Mean Green 63-44 win over Tulsa. Royston ready to jump center against Mulai Sissoko. The Anteaters in home white. UC Irvine in blue, trimmed in gold. And all we're waiting is for our friend Frischilla to complete his opening comments on ESPN, and we will get underway.
We don't need binoculars, but we are about as far away from the court as we were at the Minnesota game way back in the non-con. That's about the last time we've been this far from the actual court.
This is one building, you don't mind it so much.
No, but, you know, I took the jacket to the cleaners and everything, and now it's just not going to get me love. I mean, but that's okay. Should have left it down there courtside.
Last time these two got together, 1998. And a trip to the NIT Finals in 48 hours awaits the winner. The Mean Green going for their 28th win. UC Irvine, a school record 32nd. If they can knock North Texas off. And the opening tip stolen by Rondell Walker. Although Royston got his hand on it first, the Mean Green shooting at the goal to our left here in the first half. As Jasper Floyd, guarded by Miles Shea, starts on the left side and bounces elbow the lane to Sissoko. Backing it against Royston. 6'9" against 7'1", who knocks it out of Mulai's hands and out of bounds. The Mean Green will inbound from the corner with 12 on the shot clock.
No doubt there's a lot of good guards in this game, but the matchup that's intriguing is Royston against Mulai Sissoko. Two bigs that will battle hard.
Inbounding in the corner, Floyd to Sissoko, hands it right back to Jasper. Thought about a quick three, drives on Shea, running one-hander in the lane, won't rattle in. Rebound taken by Shea, off the hands of Grant Newell. And here come the Anteaters on their first possession. They go to Devin Tillis, started out as a freshman at UNLV, finishing up a great career as an Anteater. Right wing now, the redshirt freshman Dixon to the point. Shea crowded near midcourt by Floyd, shot clock at 10, works it over to the left side. Down to the corner, down to the baseline, cut off by Newell. Out to the wing and a three, up and no good by Tillis. Rebounded by Dixon, knocked out of his hands, taken in midair in the paint by Attenwright.
Boy, the Mean Green, quick reflexes in there, and the officials allowing them to jab and stab.
Each team coming away empty on their first possession. Floyd posting on Shea, baseline right. With Royston hanging around in the area. Backing in, kicks it out to Grant Newell to the top of the circle, fires, and his two, no good. Rebound Sissoko, kicks it back out for Floyd. And the drive, knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Mean Green ball.
Mulai decided against that big 7'1" guy that instead of going straight up from the left block, kick it back out. That is going to be his task tonight. How do you maneuver around 7'1", 260, bent Royston?
Inbounds to Newell, baseline left. Now to the wing. Attenwright crowded there by Dixon. Way up high, Mulai. Shot clock at 6. Given about 10 feet by Royston. Backs in, 3 to shoot, 2, 1. Wheels, hooks, and it's rounded out. Rebound saved by Walker. Baseball pass out to reset the offense to Floyd and now Wright. Picks it up to crowd right. Screen set by Sissoko. Atten's three is good, and the Mean Green start the scoring.
Right from the get-go, though, two 50-50 balls won by Rondell Walker. One on the opening tap and one there that kept the possession alive.
Three-pointer number 98 on the year for Atten Wright for the early lead. Shea operates against Rondell Walker. Crowds him to the left quarter court. Out to the corner now for Hone. Way up high. Loiston back to Shea. Shot clock at 10. Lost the dribble. Down to the deck. Rondell Walker ties him up. And it will stay on the Anteaters end with a shot clock at 8.
You know, we've just had so much fun watching Rondell do the little things, and he has come out on fire tonight in that regard. He'll sit down, but I guarantee you, Ross Hodge really likes the way number 5 has entered into this game.
And now entering into this game, Jonathan Massey, Latrell Giselle, and Brendan Lorient. As Dixon inbounds on the far sideline. Guarded very loosely by Atten Wright. In it comes to Tillis. Tillis against Pilo into the paint. Feeds Loiston. Short jumper, point blank, no good. And two Mean Green defenders fight each other for the rebound and fumble it out of bounds.
That is really tough luck because there's not going to be many opportunities where Loiston misses a point-blank bunny, and he did, but confusion.
Lorient and Sissoko, either one could come up with it. Inbounds to Hone, drives, hooks, and missed it. And this time, a two-handed rebound is pulled down by Lorient. Still 3-0 Mean Green. Jonathan Massey drives it from the right quarter court. Down the paint, and his left-hand runner is no good. Rebound Sissoko. Hemmed in by Loiston. Out to the corner, Massey. Bounce pass knocked out of bounds by Hone.
Looked like Moulai may have gotten away with a double dribble. He put it on the floor, came up, and then bounced again and got it out, but no call.
It'll be Giselle inbounding, baseline left. Shot clock at 13, 17-13 to go in the first half of the Mean Green leading 3-0. So Latrell with a look. And it comes to Wright. Sets his feet. Fires, and he's 2 for 2 from 3. This time from the left corner.
Boy, he's had a couple of really quick starts in back-to-back games. Did the same thing against Okie State.
Hit his first 3 threes at Stillwater a week ago. UC Irvine turns it over. Pass near midcourt. Loiston couldn't bring it in. Chases it down. Over and back violation.
Russell Turner, the veteran head coach of UCI, really wants the Anteaters to prove that they're not soft, that they're a tough defensive team. But right now, the physicality of the Mean Green early is showing up.
Their second turnover. Mean Green trying to add to this 6-0 lead. 3 minutes gone. Giselle at the point against Shea. Pass deflected out of bounds by Hone, who stepped in front of the intended receiver, Atten Wright.
Yeah, they've stepped up that concern on Atten Wright after a couple of wing jumpers have gone down.
Atten will inbound along the near sideline. And flips it into Giselle. Giselle, the high post pick by Lorient. Pulls up, fires, and his 3 is short, rebounded by Loiston. And here comes UCI. The outlet to Shea. Motoring to the front court. Hands it off to Dixon. Between the circles, Loiston to Hone. Right quarter court. Drives, picked up by Sissoko. Pass back to Loiston. Stolen by Latrell Giselle. 3-on-1 break. Back behind him. Right. Another 3 on the trailer. No good. Tip no good. And a foul underneath.
2 deflections lead to a fast break opportunity, but the Mean Green trying to get it to the hot hand of Atten Wright, couldn't cash it.
Moulai Sissoko draws the first North Texas foul of the evening. And he will head to the bench along with Atten Wright. Jasper Floyd returns along with Grant Newell. 6-0 start, almost 4 minutes into the game. Here in Indianapolis, NIT Semifinal going well so far. Shea drives baseline, cut off by Lorient, who reaches down, strips him. Turnover number 3. Giselle brings it down the right sideline. Back behind him, the trailer Lorient to the near quarter court, and it's Floyd against Hone. Back up top to Lorient. Finds Newell in the far corner. He'll stay outside and hit a 3 over Loiston. It's 9-0 Mean Green.
Newell has had some struggles in and around the rim, but that time he opens up the floor and extends it with a right corner triple.
Mean Green 3 of 9. They're all from deep. 0 for 3 for UCI. Pass inside for Loiston, knocked out of bounds by an alert Jasper Floyd. And that gets us to our first timeout. 15:42, first half, all Mean Green. 9-0 in the NIT Semifinal on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Committed to meeting North Texans where they are, DATQ is more than a credit union. We're a local partner focused on moving our economy forward through community support and education. Whether you live in Argyle or Aubrey, Decatur or Denton, we have a branch near you. And with our latest mobile banking enhancements, you can access your account around the world. Learn more about the ways we can serve you by visiting datcu.org. And don't forget to apply for the only Mean Green debit card available. Insured by NCUA.
Ever think about insurance? Probably only when you need it. But at Higginbotham Insurance, we have over 650 insurance experts across Texas who think about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We'll help you identify your vulnerabilities and develop a plan for protecting you against them. Higginbotham provides every insurance service you need, whether it's home, car, health, or business and employees. We take the time to understand your unique insurance needs and create solutions that work for you and your budget. Global reach, local touch, single source. Higginbotham Insurance, a proud supporter of UNT Athletics.
Do you believe in the Mean Green? For over 60 years, Bill Utter Ford has been a proud sponsor of the North Texas Wheel Club. Every Mean Green alumni and student gets special discounts through our X-Plan pricing program. And come check out the all-new, totally redesigned Bill Utter Ford with free Wi-Fi, a Starbucks coffee bar, and over 500 vehicles to choose from. We're located on the utterly affordable side of the Metroplex in Denton, Texas, and at BillUtterFord.com.
These preferred local partners in the auto service industry have chosen to support the UNT Auto Team. Consider them for all of your auto service needs. Quick Car Oil Change, Auto Care of Denton, and Advantage Hail Repair. Thank you to our service industry partners for supporting the UNT Auto Team. Go Mean Green.
North Texas teams and traditions are legendary. Our team at Strategic Wealth Designers are proud to be a partner of North Texas Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team, the Mean Green Trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Mean Green.
Hardly asked for a better first 3 minutes, 18 seconds. The Mean Green leading 9-0 with 3 3-pointers. They forced 4 anteater turnovers.
Well, the anticipation has been great. The guards have gotten in the passing lanes. I mean, if we've heard the word deflection once this year, Dave, we've heard it a million times because the Mean Green uses their length to create fast break opportunities and stymie an offense. And really, between the downtown shooting and the defense, it's as good a clean start as you could ask for.
Russell Turner makes no lineup changes coming out of his timeout. Same 5 starters will remain on the floor. Won the Big West regular season title for the 7th time in the last 12 years.
You know who they're similar to from a Mean Green perspective is Wichita State, who has the big Quincy Ballard, great defender and rim protector. They look a lot like that.
Nowhere near the score that Loyston is. Inbounding, Shea to the right baseline to Tillis. Not many touches for him, and he is trapped on the sideline. And his bounce pass back to Loyston. Turns the baseline corner, drives, and draws contact. He missed what would have been a reverse, and they're going to call the second foul of the game on Jonathan Massey.
A lot of respect for Devin Tillis. That's why you saw the blitz, the double team on the 6'7" senior from L.A., but he's able to get it off to his big target, Loyston.
Well, now they call that foul on Giselle and not Massey. Loyston does everything well, including free throw shooting. 82%, 6th best in the Big West, and his first is good.
Well, and he's also excellent at what he just did. He's number 17 in the nation in fouls drawn per 40 minutes, so he finds his way to that free throw line with regularity.
Their first sub is going to be freshman Torian Lee, 5'11", 170. From Surrey, British Columbia. Loyston hits both free throws. Their first points took almost 4.5 minutes for the Anteaters, who averaged nearly 76 points per game, to dent the scoreboard. And Loyston checks out as he is replaced by Kyle Evans, 6'10", 210 junior from Aliso Viejo, California, transfer from Colorado State. Giselle in charge of the offense, right quarter court to Floyd, guarded by Lee. Now Jasper Back to Giselle, right side. Rocker step, drives on Hone. Into the paint, kicks it back out. Hard driving, Newell drives and scores. He's got 5 of the first 11. Mean Green back up 9. 5 minutes gone in the first half.
And that's what happens with Loishton out. They attack Evans, who is a good shot blocker, but that was a great drive.
Lee comes in to pick up the pace offensively for the Anteaters. They work it around the horn to Justin Hone. Now to Dixon, right wing Lee, down to the baseline. Tillis turns into another trap. Hemmed in, shot clock under 10. Nowhere to go. Throw goes way out to Hone, drives, and a running one-hander in the paint is no good. Rebound snapped down by Laureate.
Boy, one shot only mentality by that Mean Green.
They are 0 for 4 from the field in the first 5.5 minutes. Baseline runner, good by Floyd. It's 13-2, North Texas.
Floyd has been awesome in the NIT, averaging 16 points, 5 dimes, and 5 boards a game.
Evans crowded way up high by Laureate. Over to the left side for Dixon. Elbow the paint, he feeds Tillis, and he is surrounded and fouled. The one thing that UCI is doing the way they normally do is drawing contact. They have yet to commit a foul. Grant Newell picks up the 3rd for the Mean Green.
Well, you got to show hands and be aggressive without fouling, but this is a team that can bait you, and these officials starting to fall into that trap a little bit.
Back in comes Sissoko, right, and Walker. Hone to inbound, baseline right. And to Tillis. Tillis into a trap again. Reaching down to strip his ball is Rondell Walker. Took it away, transition the other way. Rondell down to the left side. Feed goes underneath to Sissoko, and a foul called on a push from behind by Kyle Evans. First Anteater foul almost 6 minutes into the game.
Like we said, we're a long way from the court, but you can feel the energy that Rondell Walker is bringing. Since the get-go, he's getting into passing lanes, he's making plays, and you can just tell he's pumped up to have this opportunity at the end of his long career.
Tillis is out, replaced by Ben Egbo, 6'4", 200, redshirt freshman out of Gilbert, Arizona. And at right inbounding. Tosses out near the circle to Floyd. Back to Atten. Turnaround 3 on the left wing is no good. Rebounded by Evans.
That one just died, pinned in between the rim and the glass.
Under 14 minutes, first half, 13-2. Mean Green leading UC Irvine. As Egbo operates from the left side of the point, now to Hone. Denied a 3 by Floyd. Waits for an Evans pick. Backs out to the right wing. Shot clock under 10. Now over to Ofuri Ujagadele, who is in off the bench. Out for a deep 3 by Hone, and it's no good. The rebound will go out of bounds.
Fans, what Dave just did is hard. That guy's name has got more vowels in it than Wheel of Fortune. Say it one more time.
Kyle Evans.
There you go. Thanks.
Ofuri Ujagadele, 6th-year graduate from Long Beach, playing in a Big West record 158th game. Also school record. 13-2 Mean Green, 13-20 first half. No look pass by Floyd through the intended receiver Sissoko. Alertly picked up by Newell. Hands to right. Back to Newell. And finally to Jasper Floyd. Shot clock at 8. Drives on Lee all the way in. Rejected by Evans. They have 3 excellent shot blockers. He's one of them. They work at front court. Egbo hemmed in. Back way outside to Ujagadele. And he'll set things up from the point. Crowded by Floyd. Low post feed to Hone. Out to the wing. Back outside and a hand back again to Hone. Time for him to survey the defense of Floyd. Shot clock under 10. Hone down to the left baseline. Leans in, flips it up, and scores.
Boy, he didn't need much room. Trapped along the left baseline, a step to his right, and Hone just created that shot at short range.
Their first field goal comes almost 7.5 into the game. It's 13-4. They were 0 for 5 until that one. Into the paint goes Atten right, and he answers with a running one-hander of his own.
Really nice floater. When you consider the length you have to negotiate, even with Loishton out, you got a 6'10" guy in there. That just took terrific touch.
Mean Green matched the biggest lead at 11, 15-4. 8 minutes gone in Indianapolis. Hone looks low. Nothing there. Out to the wing, Egbo. Now to the point, Torian Lee. Dribbles between his legs. Bounce pass almost stolen by Wright. Finds his way to Ujagadele. Out to the wing, catch and shoot. Hone 3, and it's no good. Rebound Sissoko. Perfect rebounding position. Boxing out Kyle Evans. Atten Wright brings it up. Spins against Wright. Here comes Hone to double team. Atten hangs onto the dribble. Out to the wing to Walker. High post through the hands of Mulai. A turnover. First Mean Green turnover to Evans, and they give it right back. Hone trying to feed low. Post, Torian Lee threw his hands out of bounds. They turn it over into a timeout with 11:32 in the first half. It's 15-4, North Texas over UC Irvine in the NIT Semifinals on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
You know, nobody really likes to talk about insurance. Hi, I'm James King. Well, nobody except perhaps Brother Jeff.
And you know, James, everybody likes to talk about business insurance, especially at a good price.
Well, then they're in luck. At Ramey King Insurance, we have over 80 insurance carriers to choose from. Not just one, but 80.
And that means a good price on your business insurance. I'd be glad to talk with you about it.
And so would I. Call us today at Ramey King Insurance, 800-453-9691, or visit our website at rameyking.com.
A lime is not always just a lime. You see, some limes are lucky. For when a lime joins the salted rim of a crisp, refreshing Tres Dos Equis, that lime is no longer a mere lime, but a wedge of renowned Mexican limon. Muchas gracias, limon. And also, de nada. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
The auto experts at Quick Car Denton know your vehicle is a prized possession, and we treat every customer in every vehicle as part of our family. Our full service bays are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to handle oil changes, state inspections, and every maintenance and repair need for all vehicles from luxury to vintage. And at Quick Car, we'll have you back on the road in no time, and our work will not void any warranty. 4 award-winning locations in Denton and Aubrey to serve you. We are not a franchise. We're family-owned and operated since 1995.
Do you believe in the Mean Green? For over 60 years, Bill Utter Ford has been a proud sponsor of the North Texas Wheel Club. Every Mean Green alumni and student gets special discounts through our X-Plan pricing program. And come check out the all-new, totally redesigned Bill Utter Ford with free Wi-Fi, a Starbucks coffee bar, and over 500 vehicles to choose from. We're located on the utterly affordable side of the Metroplex in Denton, Texas, and at BillUtterFord.com.
11:32 to go first half, and the Mean Green have an advantage across the board, leading 15-4, 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 6 threes. They're winning on the glass 7-6. They've held UC Irvine to 1 for 7. They've missed all 3 of their threes. The only thing they've done is get to the line, and Bent Loyston's only 2 points so far are 2 free throws.
Good start by Atten Wright, knocking down a couple of triples early. He's now sitting tied with Emoja Gibson, who knocked down 99 three-pointers in the 18-19 season. The most in a single season. Roosevelt Smart, 133 in Grant McCaslin's initial year.
UC Irvine averages 12.6 turnovers per game. They've already turned it over 6 times. The Mean Green have outscored them 6-0. Down low, one-hander, no good by Lorient. Goes after his own rebound. Almost comes up with it. Can't quite. And it's Jurian Dixon's ball. Into the front court. To the right corner. The 3 by Torian Lee is good. His 34th of the year. The freshman hits nearly 40% from deep. And 9 minutes in, they're within 8. 15-7. Up high is Lorient. Guarded by Tillis, who's returned. Left-hand dribble. Jump stop in the lane. Fall away hook. Floats it up and good.
That's a good way to respond after you had missed on the previous possession and give up a 3 on the other end. That's the way you allow UC Irvine to get back in, but they clamp down.
First 2 for Belo. Oyston back in along with Shea. And Dixon and Tillis. Dixon has it, far quarter court. Tries to drive on right, can't do it. Shea in the corner. Down to the baseline, double clutch pass, cross court. Lee, another catch and shoot 3. Not this time off the glass. Oyston tips the rebound almost to midcourt to Tillis, and they reset. Tillis up high between the circles, Loyston. Right hash, it's Dixon, and up fake down to the baseline. Drives wraparound pass. Shea shovels it for a Tillis 3, and that's no good. Long rebound taken in stride by Wright. Atten over the timeline. Waits for some teammates. Flips to Bilo. Huge mismatch against Little. Torian Lee turns the baseline into the paint. There's Loyston. Knocked out of Bilo's hands. Recovers. Over to Giselle. His three is no good. Rebound. Mulai back up. Follows and scores.
Second time today you could say Mulai had exquisite rebound position, blocking out the big man.
And this now the biggest lead of the game. 12-19-7. Mean Green 9:44 first half. And a technical has just been called, I believe.
It looked like he made the technical symbol on North Texas number 1, Latrell Giselle. Latrell Giselle said the magic word.
Wow. Well, Ross Haas, just reading his body language, would like an explanation. Instead of just a view of Tillis stepping to the line. 84% free throw shooting. Shooting tees down 12. And his first is good.
Our reporter, Luke Della, says he must have said something to one of the UCI players or complained about a no foul, one of the two.
Well, he now has two personals, one actual, and this tee. And Tillis hits both free throws.
Well, this is an Irvine team that if you give them free throws and the ability to get back in a game, they will definitely take that. And now they're going to get the extra possession coming off the made free throws.
19-9. They are 4 for 4 from the line. Mean Green yet to get there. But the Mean Green 3 of 7 on threes. And UCI just 1 of 6. Inbounds against full court pressure to Dixon, now to Shea. Lyle Shea has one stat in this game. It's a rebound. Has not even squeezed off a shot. Loses the dribble, and Atten Wright's going to be called for bumping him. That is team foul number 4, Atten's first.
Shea had some big shots in the victory over UAB, but he kept worried about his left shoulder. And here when he falls, it looks like he was a little slow to get up. So he's still nursing something. Can't keep him out of the lineup.
Team foul number 5. Inbounds, they work to Dixon. Over to Tillis on the left side. And his cross-court pass goes underneath for Dixon. Too crowded down there. Out to the point to Lee. Shot clock at 10. Lee against Wright. Throws it away. Bounce pass behind. Tillis couldn't bring it in right in front of the Mean Green bench. It is turnover number 7 committed by the Anteaters.
Man, the Mean Green have just stepped up what is always relentless defense, and they are covering the gaps. They're pushing this Anteater team farther out than they want to be on the perimeter.
Justin Hone back in for Lee. After that turnover, Mean Green in charge 19-9. 9:10 to go in the half. As Floyd works on the left side to right. Down low, Massey back in. Posting on Shea. Loyston in the area. Fall away by Jonathan. Massey is good. His first 2, the lead back to 12.
What a tough play. He just burrowed down on that right shoulder, then lofted it above the 7-footer.
Mean Green 8 of 18. UCI 2 of 10. In over 11 minutes, 2 field goals. None by Loyston. Kicks it out for a Hone 3, and that's no good. Front of the rim, rebound Floyd. 8:40 in the first half, all Mean Green. Floyd against Hone, right side, screen by Sissoko. Jasper fires the 3, and it's good, and it's 24-9. And Russell Turner may be thinking about a timeout. I don't know if he wants to wait till the under 8.
You want guards playing well in March. You want them playing well in April.
Mean Green's 4th three-pointer. Loyston dared to shoot a 3, doesn't, hands it over to Hone. Weaves it over to Shea. Down the left baseline. One-hander floats it up and in. His first shot, and it goes.
Shot putting it in, but if that's what gets him rolling.
Mean Green have it against Shea. Backing in is Jonathan Massey. Turn around is going to be punctuated by an offensive foul call on Massey. They say a clearing elbow is his first, team 6th. Timeout. 7:56 in the half. 24-11. Mean Green over UC Irvine at the NIT Semifinals on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right, a special benefit to your membership. Texas Farm Bureau members can claim their 2 free tickets by going to meangreensports.com/TFB tickets. Not a Farm Bureau member? Visit your local agent's office and become a member today. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members. Tickets are limited and only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
American National Bank and Trust takes pride in promoting growth and stability in the North Texas communities we're proud to serve. We offer competitive business banking opportunities, including commercial loans, SBA lending programs, and treasury management services. We also offer personal checking and savings accounts, home loans, and trust and wealth management services. Our team is committed to providing outstanding service to all of our customers. Stop by and visit our downtown Denton location near the university campus, or visit us at amnat.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
UC Irvine is the lone surviving #1 seed out of the 4 that began the NIT. First to fall, actually, was SMU. They won their first round game against Northern Iowa, beaten at home in round 2 by Oklahoma State. Dayton was the top seed, advanced past FAU, and then eliminated by Chattanooga. Loyola Chicago took care of San Francisco in round 2, and then Kent State. And the second semifinal, about a half hour after this game, Chattanooga and Loyola will take on the winner of this in the final on Thursday night. This is a 24-11 dominant first 12 minutes of basketball with the Mean Green. Another wire-to-wire performance so far. And a kick by Jasper Floyd as Shea brings it up, and his pass finds the left sneaker of Jasper. So Dixon to inbound right sideline. Mean Green have advantages, 8-0 points off turnovers, 8-0 points in the paint. Shea, rocker step down to the baseline, draws contact, and is fouled by Floyd, and that is what he does about as well as anybody in college basketball.
Absolutely. The scouting report on Miles Shea, he kicks the legs out, he flops, and that time he did a little bit of both. But he's walking back to the stripe, so in his mind, job well done.
That is team foul number 7. So the Anteaters in the 1-1 with 7:40 to go in the first half. They have committed 1 foul. Shea's first free throw is good. He is the 3rd best free throw shooter in the Big West, 87%. They are the 3rd best free throw shooting team in the country, 80% as a group.
Which is why you've got to stay down on the shot takes and not give them the easy opportunity to be stroking it 15 feet away.
One more for Shea. And no good. Rebounded by Floyd, 24-12. 7.5 to go in the half. Shea awaiting Floyd's arrival at the point. Now to Atten Wright, crowded by Dixon. Reaching, no whistles. Atten into the paint, running one hand double clutch up, no good. This will be a foul on the Anteaters, only their 2nd.
Well, Atten's smart enough to know that a big part of his game, in addition to the three-point arsenal, is what he can do at the free throw line. Number 2 in the nation, 94%. He's been among the best in the NCAA all season long.
Jurian Dixon picks up his first for the Anteaters, and Atten Wright. First free throw good. His 9th point for the 94% free throw shooter.
Got off to a quick start at OSU with 9 first half points, then cooled down.
Just for a 14-point lead. Also good, 26-12. Adding to double figures. 7:20 and a half. Shea challenged to the backcourt a bit by Rondell Walker. Walks it over the timeline. Over to Tillis. Tight on him is Newell, who's back. Now to Hone. Mean Green picking it up way outside in the half-court man-to-man. Hone, right side, up to the point. Tillis spins into the paint. One-hander on the lane is good. His first field goal.
One of the first times he didn't get double-teamed at the onset, so he's able to drive it from the top of the key and score.
26-14, under 7 minutes. Right wing Newell thought about a three, drives baseline, pass. Evans goes up, gets fouled, and Grant will shoot two.
Love to see him be that aggressive. He's a guy that's been struggling on the two-point shots, but Newell's off to a good start here. Assertive and coming hard to the glass from the right side.
So here's some free throws. The Big Green getting to the line have got to take advantage of it because UC Irvine already 5 from 6 from their free throw strike. Right just hit 2. And now Newell to shoot 2. 74% for the year, better than 40% of his points for almost 2 months have come from the line. This one, however, is no good. As Evans will sit after that second foul. And Elijah Chole will see his first action. 6'11", 190. String bean, redshirt sophomore from Cumming, Georgia.
Newell was shaking his left hand. I bet on that dunk he may have hit the iron hard, trying to shake it off.
So one more. Takes his time. On the way, and he missed that one. And the rebound right into the hands of Dixon. So there's 2 points left off the scoreboard. Still 26-14. Down to 6.5 to play. Shea hemmed in, left sideline. Now into the corner against Floyd. To the foul line, Dixon. Dixon against Atten Wright. Turn around in the lane, good from 13.
Really talented freshman, and he had the size advantage and went on the spin move against Atten Wright.
Each team has made their last 3 attempts from the field. It's 26-16. As Floyd surveys the scene, Lorient is back in. Has it right of the circle. Threaded by Tillis. Almost stripped by Dixon. D'Lo gets it back. Right side cleared. Spins. Banks. Missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds with a foul on, I believe, it's going to be Chole. And this will be team foul number 4. No, on Miles Shea. It is his first. Ulai Sissoko returns Newell back to the bench.
If you're UC Irvine, right, you got 6 minutes left. You're trying to play good defense and get this under double digits. Otherwise, the Mean Green have really had control.
And right inbounds to the near corner. Sissoko against Chole. Out to the quarter court. Floyd. Guarded by Hone. Backs out. Waits for Sissoko. Pick. Jasper 8 on the shot clock. Ulai re-screens down to the baseline. Stripped by Hone. Took the dribble. Ahead on the break to Dixon for a lay-in.
Ross Hodge not happy. It doesn't look like he's going to call a timeout, but this is how you invite the Anteaters right back into it.
A 6-0 run in a minute and a half. They've hit 4 straight. Mean Green without a field goal now for the last 3 minutes with 5.5 to go in the half. Flop not called. Lob underneath. Goes to Lorient. His bounce pass stolen by Tillis. 1 pass too many. 1 man fast break. Tillis kicks back to a trainer to Hone, and now Shea. Lorient picks him up. So Shea backs out of the quarter court. Left side. Thinks about a 3. Now picked up in a switch by Floyd. Knocks it out of his hands. Loose ball down to Tillis. Still 10 on the shot clock. Tillis posting on Walker. Goes up rejected by Brendan Lorient. Now to bounds.
Excellent rim protection along that right block by Lorient. I don't know about you, partner, but when Miles Shea has the ball on the dribble, he looks completely out of control. Like he could lose it at any second.
Jonathan Massey back in for Walker. And here comes Leuchten for Elijah Chole. Only in there for a couple possessions. They inbound with 6 on the shot clock. And exactly 5 minutes to go in the half. Shea baseline right. Looking and finally out to the wing to Tillis. Catch and shoot 3, and he got it.
Hand in his face. Big time shot. And Devin Tillis is a guy that is versatile. 3-level scorer, and he's really given life now to Irvine.
38% from deep. That is a 9-0 Anteater run. It's a 5-point game. 26-21. Massey Right quarter court against Shea. Dribbles between his legs. Backs in. Wants to challenge Shea's defense with a left-hand dribble. Jonathan into the paint. Kicks it back out up high. 5 on the shot clock for Lorian. He'll drive on Tillis. Banks it. Missed it. Battle for the rebound. Won by Massey. Follow. Got it off and hit it in time. Barely. Massey for the follow. Ending the 9-0 run. 28-21. Almost a steal. Loyston crowded out on the left side by Mulai. Hands it over for a 3, and 2 Anteaters get tangled up out of bounds. I think there's going to be a mean green foul blamed for this.
Shea and Loyston just banged into one another and both collapsed right in front of Ross Hodge and the mean green bench.
It is on Jonathan Massey, his second, team's 8th.
Massey had a wonderful offensive rebound at the other end and then a quick release to beat the shot clock, but then picks up the foul back going down to the right.
Took the Anteaters about 5.5 minutes to get their first field goal. They've now hit 5 of their last 6, and they're 7 of 17. The Mean Green 11 of 23.
Massey got a big shove in on the 7-footer and put him right into Miles Chase, and that's where the foul occurred.
And we will have a video review. Right now, the scoreboard showing 4:07 to go in the first half. And this is going to be the media timeout, they decide. With 4:07 to go, Mean Green 28-21 of the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
You know, nobody really likes to talk about insurance. Hi, I'm James King. Well, nobody except perhaps Brother Jeff.
And you know, James, everybody likes to talk about business insurance, especially at a good price.
Well, then they're in luck. At Ramey King Insurance, we have over 80 insurance carriers to choose from. Not just one, but 80.
And that means a good price on your business insurance. I'd be glad to talk with you about it.
And so would I. Call us today at Ramey King Insurance, 800-453-9691, or visit our website at rameyking.com.
Your Mean Green pride deserves a debit card that screams as loud as you on game day. Apply today at datq.org, that's DATCU.org, for the only Screaming Eagle debit card, and become a member of the official financial institution of UNT Athletics. Take advantage of all the benefits of being a DATQ member, from discounted UNT tickets and merchandise to free checking and savings accounts that just make sense. Be a part of something bigger, and don't let your UNT pride stop at your wallet. Insured by NCUA.
Hey, Mean Green fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to North Texas basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the North Texas Mean Green. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Amanda Batchelder here from the Ramey King Insurance Sports Desk. For only the second time in history, all 4 number 1 seeds remain in the NCAA tournament. 2 from the most dominant conference this season, SEC's Florida and Auburn, tip off Saturday at 5:09 p.m. with Houston and Duke right behind them at 7:49. It'll be the first time since 2008 that all number 1 seeds will be featured. Final 4 action tips off from the Alamo Dome this Saturday, April 5th.
And since we've been here in Indianapolis, we have seen some happy Houston fans. Mostly we've seen a lot of very disappointed Tennessee fans who had to exit the hotel, just as Mean Green and 2 other teams here in the NIT were checking in Sunday.
Yeah, you look at that Final Four and all the hefty Power 4 teams, and then you look at this NIT, and it's a mid-major festival. The Mean Green, the Anteaters out of the Big West. Then you've got Loyola Chicago, the Ramblers out of the Atlantic 10, and the Chattanooga Moccasins out of the Southern Conference. So decidedly different, but boy, it's a tournament you and I have come to really appreciate in person the last 4 years. Really good basketball when you get to this point of it.
Mostly played by the Mean Green tonight. They've led by as many as 15 at 24-9, but since then a 12-4 Anteater run, and it's 28-21 with 4:07 to go in the first half. During that timeout, they were studying the video to see if they're going to stick with the original decision on which Anteater was fouled, and they are going to put Loyston on the line with no one to rebound. Was there a
Yeah,
technical in here.
Flagrant 1 is how that was upgraded as they looked at what Massey did. He pushed Loiston,
who is short off the front end of the first free throw.
Boy, I guess. He line drive that one. But yeah, it was a push, and they deemed that a flagrant 1 foul.
Second is around and in. So Loiston has only attempted 1 shot from the field. He's 3 of 4 from the line. And the inbound down 28-22. 4:07 and a half into the point to Hone. Massey tied on him. Tillis trying to screen for him. Hone dives and dishes, and an easy short banker by Tillis makes this a 4-point game under 4 minutes and a half.
Muscle memory banker by the senior out of LA.
And the run now 15-4 Anteaters. Wants the Mean Green to open it up by 15. At the point, Floyd to right. Mulai sets a pick for a 3, and Atten is short. Barely draws iron. Long pass by Tillis ahead of the front court to Dixon. Pulls up, 8-foot banker, no rebounded by Floyd. Still a 4-point game.
Nobody in white there to rebound. The Mean Green muscle up on the carom.
You see Irvine just happy to get an open shot. Left side is Massey against the redshirt freshman Dixon. Hands it over to Floyd. Left side cleared for him to operate. Backing in against Torian Lee, who's back off the bench. Down low for a hook by Sissoko, and he throws it in over Loiston. 30-24, 3 minutes and a half.
Got to that left shoulder quickly.
A Lee 3 is good. His second 3 off the bench. They're within 3, 30-27.
Their comeback ignited by Torian Lee with his first 3.
They've hit 7 of their last 9. Atten right banging with Hone. Works it around to Newell. Now right wing Floyd down to the baseline against Torian Lee. Outside, Newell to right. Shot clock under 10. Atten tries to drive on Hone. Dribbles between his legs. 5 of the shot clock. Into the paint, running one-hander, round and out. Rebound Newell. Up fakes, kicks it back out for Massey. Strong drive, runner, no. Rebound, Tillis. And here come the Anteaters, a chance to tie it as we near 2 minutes and a half. Long pass stolen by Newell, stepped in front of Loiston. A great read by Grant.
Yeah, the anticipation has been there in the first half. If the pass isn't there, the Mean Green jumped the route.
Lee meeting Floyd at midcourt. Jasper using a Sissoko pick to fire up a 3. It is an air ball short out of bounds.
Boy, extended range. He's got that kind of range, but that shot just off the mark. Floyd and Wright have gone cold down the stretch after hot starts.
18-6 Anteater run with 1:56 to go in the half. To the bench go Massey and Newell. Back onto the floor come Walker and Lorient. And again, here comes UCI down 3. It's been another wire-to-wire performance so far for the Mean Green. Hone guarded by Walker. Right side to Tillis, and the catch and shoot 3 ties it. His second tray, 30-30. And Russ Hodge calls time. 1:43 and a half. UCI has come all the way back from down 15.
Boy, and Tillis has been a big part of the Anteater run in the NIT. Coming into this game, he'd scored 50 points in the NIT so far, and he's having a hot first half with 12 on the ledger. This is also a very good Irvine team when they lead at the break. They're 21-2, and they have tied it up with $1:43 before intermission.
They're also a good team, Hank, when they trail at the break. They're 10-3.
Yeah, they're just a good team, but the Mean Green came out on fire, and credit to the Anders, they didn't panic. They just started working their way back in, and I think some of their bench production really led them to kind of turn things around. I mentioned Torian Lee, but certainly they've been able to provide size in there even without Loiston doing that much damage.
Yeah, Lee's 3s off the bench have been huge. So back to play, 1:43 and counting in the half, 30-30. This is a 6-0 Anteater run. They've hit 4 of their last 5. Mean Green have gone a bit cold, down to 43%. Atten right, works to the Floyd left side, down low Sissoko against Loiston, backing in, right-hand dribble. Knocked away, loose side, Mulai getting it back, turns and reverses, and it is no good. Walker not to his Lorient it is, knocked to the deck, and the ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, no foul called. Belo has to pick himself up. UCI still only called for 14 fouls.
A lot of contact there to shove him along that left baseline.
But they let it go. Mean Green come out 1-2-2, full court pressure, and Miles Shea splits into the front court, feeds it over to Hone. Down low, Loyston. 1 minute to go in the half. Loyston looking for his first field goal. Right-hand dribble. Turns to the baseline. Left-hand layup. Short rebound, Mulai.
Sealed off and another strong board.
Mean Green still have not trailed. Final 49 seconds in a 30-30 game. Straight away between the circles, Walker. Guarded by Shea. Over to Floyd. Drives baseline. Bounce underneath Sissoko with a layup. No good. Follow no good by Walker. Rebound taken by Tillis. Here comes UCI with 30 seconds remaining in the half. Still looking for their first lead. Tillis bounce underneath to Shea. Out to the corner. Lee's three is no good. Rebound Mulai. 23 seconds, and the Mean Green can get the last shot of the half.
Yep, they can take a little bit of time. Don't need to be sped up.
Anteaters missed two opportunities to gain their first lead. 13 seconds now. Floyd being crowded by Lee. Down to 9 seconds. Jasper in the center jump circle. Down to 5 seconds. Knocked away at a foul call. It's a foul that UCI had to give. It is only their fifth with 4.5 seconds in the half.
One more if they want to elongate it, but just 4.5 seconds left.
That one on Lee. Back in will come Godele to replace Tillis. 4.5 seconds, tied at 30. And right to inbound along the left sideline. Home tied on him. Toss comes to Floyd. Turns, fires a three for the lead. It is no good. Rebound after the buzzer, 30-30. Half really played like two different quarters. The Mean Green come out dominant. They lead 24-9. And then back come the Anteaters. They hold the Mean Green scoreless the final 3:08 of that half. With Texas missing their last 7 shots, 8 of their last 9. UCI, chances to lead, never did, but from 15 down, got to feel good, tied at 30.
Neither of these teams had experienced many games where they were tied at the break. 0-1 is the record with a tie ball game for the Anteaters. The Mean Green are 1-0 when intermission comes in a deadlock, and this one is deadlocked at 30 apiece.
So, at least 20 more minutes of basketball for one of these two, 30-30 in the NIT Semifinals. The Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
It starts with a simple order, a cold Dos Equis dressed with salt and lime. But for the salt clinging to the bottle and the lime perched on top, this is the luckiest of unions. As if the universe has swiped right, pairing flavors together with a crisp Dos Equis. This is refreshment designed by fate, blessed by destiny, and served by bartenders. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's old-fashioned ice cream, and that's a good thing. In fact, Beth Marie's now makes more than 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. It has a special party room. And of course, you're going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green basketball games at the Super Pit.
This message is brought to you by the City of Denton Solid Waste and Recycling. Thank you for keeping plastic bags and bagged recyclables out of the recycling. Keep up the great work by keeping recycling empty, clean, dry, and unbagged. Remember, plastic bags are mean. Eagles, keep it green. For more recycling tips, visit www.dentonrecycles.com.
On the Mean Green Sports Network, from Learfield, this is Mean Green Basketball, brought to you by Western Sun Vodka, Access Bank Texas, Beth Marie's, Advantage Hail Repair, Embassy Suites, Rainy King Insurance, First United Bank, Metzler's Barbecue, Dos Equis, and by Raising Cane's. This is Mean Green Halftime.
And our halftime show brought to you by our good friends at First State Bank, and we've got a real treat for you in a game that's tied 30-30 between UC Irvine and your Mean Green. We're going to visit with Daniel Robinson, who isn't the head coach yet, but in a matter of a couple of days you will be. Welcome to the Mean Green Sports Network. Hank and Dave, we've been anxious to meet you.
Well, great to be with you guys today. I'm so excited about this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to getting with you guys.
How did this come together for you? Take us back a week. So a week ago tonight, what were you doing?
Man, what's today, Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, so we were down playing in the CBI, and I actually got a call on Wednesday. From my agent and said, hey, would you be interested in North Texas? And I said, absolutely. And, man, we talked that night, and then we had a game. We actually played in the CBI championship. And we flew back on Thursday, and I was meeting with Jared on Friday. And
fast?
Yeah, and then things came together, and Sunday I got the call, and, Jared said I was his guy, and it worked out well, and I'm excited. I'm here today ready to go.
20th head coach in the history of North Texas. You'll be the 8th one I've get a chance to work with. And I don't know if you'll remember this or not, but you played for Wimp Sanderson at Little Rock.
Yep.
I actually did a game years ago that you were featured in. Your teammate Chris Green missed an open three at the end, and the Mean Green got a win at the old barn there in Little Rock.
Down in Little Rock, yeah, that's a long time ago. I actually text with Wimp this morning.
Yeah.
Yep, Coach keeps up with me. He's always sending me encouragement, and just like a coach should. Yeah, those were some fun times at Little Rock, and I remember playing against North Texas. But, sometimes you forget about the results, right?
Hey, real quickly, your resume, very impressive. Dave and I looking up and down at some of the coaches you work with. You just mentioned your college coach, but James Dickey, a big influence. Porter Moser, who are some of the people that have influenced you?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been fortunate enough to work with some great coaches, great mentors, and all of these guys, I try to take the best from all of those guys. I work with Coach Dickey, like you mentioned, Steve Shields, Porter Moser. I was most recently with TJ Otzelberger. Had a great run at Iowa State with Greg McDermott and Steve Prohm.
Wow. So, obviously, anybody that knows college basketball knows North Texas is right there with Houston as far as scoring defenses. So you know that coming in. How will your system differ, if it differs much, from what Ross Hodge and Grant McCaslin have been running?
It's very similar. When I started digging into the job, and I've known how Ross coaches. When I started digging into the job, looking at the numbers and what they did in league play, both offense and defense efficiency were very similar. And so a lot of similar principles. So I'm looking forward to that blue-collar style, stingy defense, and then also being offensively being efficient, stubborn, and getting the shot that you want.
Do you press more than Ross Hodge normally
We do.
does?
We do. We do press. We press quite a bit.
Wall to wall, start to finish?
No, we'll press after dead ball situations. Sometimes at the start of the game to get the momentum going, those type of things. Yep.
College basketball has turned into get old and stay old with all the roster changes. We knew it was going to be a new look roster next year no matter what, but now it definitely will be, although I think there may be one roster spot already filled. Is your son going to play for North Texas?
Well, I could say as his dad and not as his coach.
I don't want to get you in trouble off the bat.
I could say it as dad, but I believe
there's a good chance
Reese Robinson will be with us.
Awesome.
Give us a scouting report on him then.
So Reese is a developing player. He's a physical four-man, 6'8", about 225. Can run and jump, protect the rim, can make an open three. But his greatest attribute, two greatest attributes, he's a great teammate, and he plays really, really hard.
So you've seen, hopefully some of these players will still be around for you to coach next year.
Yeah,
what are your
player.
impressions of this first half?
Man, great. I love the team chemistry. You can tell this is a connected team. Man, they've got such great poise. I love the physicality, the double teams when they're imposing their will on the game. Now, UC Irvine is a great team as well. You watch what they did to UAB the other night. They fought in there and went to overtime. And so this is a great game, but I'm very impressed with North Texas right now.
30-30 at the half. A great chance to visit with the future of Mean Green basketball. Danielle Robinson, going to give you my card. Got my number on there. When you get to town, you need anything, you give Hank a call. If I can't do it, Dave will.
That's great. That's great. I
Half of
appreciate
that is true.
So you're saying if you bail on me, then Dave's got me.
That's correct.
And you'll find out which half of what he just said is true at that point.
Hey, great visiting with you guys. I look forward to our relationship, and man, looking forward to this second half. See if we can get to the championship game. Go Mean Green.
Absolutely. Welcome, and it is fantastic meeting you here. Thanks for spending part of your halftime with us.
Thanks. We'll see you.
Press conference next week. Look forward to it. Thank you, Coach. All right, we'll take a break here as we filled most of that the way we should have with a brand new addition to the Mean Green family. When we come back, we'll run down the box score here. The Mean Green and Irvine tied at 30 in the NIT Semifinals from Hinkle Fieldhouse here on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
These preferred local partners in the auto service industry have chosen to support the UNT Auto Team. Consider them for all of your auto service needs. Quick Car Oil Change, Auto Care of Detton, and Advantage Hail Repair. Thank you to our service industry partners for supporting the UNT Auto Team. Go Mean Green.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it expanding your balance. Spend it expanding your mind. Spend it wondering what comes next. Spend it trusting that God has a plan. Spend it taking small steps in your own life. Spend it making a big impact on someone else's. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
The auto experts at Quick Car Denton know your vehicle is a prized possession, and we treat every customer in every vehicle as part of our family. Our full service bays are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to handle oil changes, state inspections, and every maintenance and repair need for all vehicles from luxury to vintage. And at Quick Car, we'll have you back on the road in no time, and our work will not void any warranty. 4 award-winning locations in Denton and Aubrey to serve you. We are not a franchise. We're family-owned and operated since 1995.
You know, nobody really likes to talk about insurance. Hi, I'm James King. Well, nobody except perhaps Brother Jeff.
And you know, James, everybody likes to talk about business insurance, especially at a good price.
Well, then they're in luck. At Ramey King Insurance, we have over 80 insurance carriers to choose from. Not just one, but 80.
And that means a good price on your business insurance. I'd be glad to talk with you about it.
And so would I. Call us today at Ramey King Insurance, 800-453-9691, or visit our website at rameyking.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of North Texas. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Our
halftime show continues here, but before we run down the James Wood Auto Park first half box scores, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the lines of this, the Mean Green Sports Network. A 30-all tie here at Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The Mean Green battling UC Irvine, old bunkmates in the Big West Conference. But tonight, semifinals of the NIT. Leading the way for the Anteaters, 12 points in the first half for Devin Tillis, who picked up the slack in the post because the big man, Loshton, was pretty well held in check. 6 points off the bench for Torian Lee with a couple of threes that really ignited a comeback, and then 4 points deep off the bench for the freshman, Jorian Dixon. 3 points apiece for Che and the aforementioned Loishton. And Hone had 2 points at a guard position for a UCI team that shot 43% on 10 of 23, 36% from downtown, making 4 of 11 three-pointers, and 75% at the line. For the Mean Green, double-digit scorer was Atten Wright with 10 first-half points. 5 points apiece for Grant Newell and Jasper Floyd, the point guard. 4 points apiece, Mulai Sissoko and Jonathan Massey, and 2 for Brendan Lorient. The Mean Green just under that magical 40% clip from the floor. They shot 38% on 12 of 32, 36% identical, 4 of 11 from downtown, 50% at the free throw line, just 2 of 4. Need to tighten it up at the free throw line when they get a chance. And Dave, as we bring you back in here, the Mean Green really started out on fire, but they finished struggling in this game. 1 of their last 8 from the floor, and yet a little bit of good karma. They have won 9 straight when scoring 30 or more first half points. We're tied at 30.
Neither of these teams accustomed to being tied at the half.
Nope.
UCI 1-1 in these games. It's only the second time for the Mean Green to be tied at the half. They won the other game. And after the terrific start with all the threes falling, it settled into a situation where it looked like the Mean Green were so aware of the shot blockers, and UC Irvine has 3. Basically, every big man they put in there is a shot blocker. Evans, in 12 minutes a game off the bench, averages 1.2 blocks. That's enough to get ranked if you play enough. Tillis, 1.2 blocks. Loishton, second in their conference, 1.3. They have only blocked 1, but that knowledge and just knowing that they're in the area, I think, has affected a lot of the Mean Green shots in deep. Now, in the paint, Mean Green still have the advantage, 10-6. That could easily be 20 points in the paint if they were just a little less concerned about the rejections.
Well, and Irvine's been really good all year. They allow just 43% shooting on 2-pointers. And, you know, if there's one critique of the Mean Green in this NIT run where everything has gone well, got into the semis, they've missed a lot of point-blank shots. Grant Newell's had some struggles there, although he had a very dependable first half. They just got to get to work, because the one thing they know they're good at is making the simple plays. If you're going to make the simple play, you got to finish the simple play.
140 minutes of basketball in this NIT, and the Mean Green have trailed for 93 seconds. It just doesn't feel like it, does it?
No, and I don't always like having the big first half lead. Sometimes you get comfortable. I am sure that Ross Hodge got the full attention of his team. I think he wants to get the full attention of the officials. There was a technical foul on Giselle. There were some calls that tended to kind of lean against the Mean Green on physical basketball. So I wonder if these officials will, as they oftentimes do, kind of change their tenor from one half to the next.
They were 6 of 8 at the line. The Mean Green 2 of 4. Irvine only called for 5 fouls. The Mean Green whistled for 8.
I tell you what, I don't know if first impressions are that important, but I sure enjoyed that visit with Danielle Robinson. Man, I think that was a good find.
I think he would come out of any job interview in any line of work very, very much impressed with him. I think in the time that Jared Mosley and the administration had to replace Ross Hodge, hard to find out anybody they could do any better. Back to play. Mean Green ball inbounded, and Atten Wright fires and hits the 3. That's the way he started the game. Up from the left corner, his 3rd tray, a tiebreaker. It's 33-30. And Miles Shea stops on the right wing, flips between the circles to Tillis, and out of Dixon on the left side. Out of a double team, back up for Tillis. Backs out almost to midcourt, chased by Newell. Down to the lane he goes, picked up with a switch by Sissoko, and traveling called on Tillis. Turnover number 9 committed by the Anteaters.
Credit Mulai Sissoko. He can just put a little fear factor in people. And going back to that triple by Atten Wright, that's number 100 on the year. Hope that can continue for a 2,000-plus career scorer.
He is 3 of 6 from deep today. And the Mean Green by 3. 45 seconds into the second half. Look for Wright again from Floyd. Left side crowded by Hone. Down to the baseline to Mulai. Trying to muscle one up against Loyston. Reverses. Short. Rebounded by the 7-1 Loyston. Into the front court comes Shea. Over to Tillis. Left side. Backing it against Newell. Into the corner. Ready to go one-on-one. Now double team comes. Pass inside to Loyston. Knocked out of bounds by Floyd.
Boy, the Mean Green really trying to monster along that baseline. They took Tillis into the double team several times in the first half and almost got a turnover on that double.
Lyle Shea to inbound. Took one shot in the first half. Made it 2. Inbounds to Loyston. His layup around and out. Gets his own rebound. Back up strong. Missed again. Got fouled.
Well, he's not scoring like he normally does or is capable of, but he's certainly drawing the fouls, and the foul differential in this game really leaning heavily towards Irvine.
Grant Newell's second. Giselle and Massey also have 2. And for UC Irvine, only Kyle Evans has 2. Loyston, 3 of 4 from the line in the first half. 0 for 3 from the field. Averages 15.4 points per game, 9th best in their conference. First free throw good.
One of 7 players in all of college basketball with over 200 made free throws.
14th nationally in getting to the line. Draws 7 fouls per 40 minutes. Misses the second free throw. Rebound Mulai. Mean Green still up 33-31. A minute and a half gone to the second half. Floyd operates at the point off a Sissoko pick against Shea. Into the paint he goes, pulls up, fires and misses. Back of the rim, one and done. Tillis controls, and he'll bring it down the right sideline to the front court. To the point to Shea. Up fake. Down to the left wing. Out of a trap. Into the paint, Loyston. Outside for Dixon. Stops, spins, misses from 15. Rebounded by Grant Newell. Still the Mean Green by 2.
Easy rebounds for the Mean Green because the Anteaters aren't vying for him.
Atten Wright pulls up, long 2. Straight away is good. Atten has the first 5 of the second half. It's 35-31.
Boy, you love the fact that he has now opened up this game, both the first half and second half, with fluid shooting.
He's got 15 on 5 of 9 from the field. Left quarter court. Dixon working around now where Tillis is crowded near midcourt by Newell. Right side cleared for him to go to work. Crossover dribble. Backs into the paint. Power move up, hooks, and missed it. Rebounded by Floyd.
Once again, the Anteaters vacate the rebound area.
UCI missing a lot of makeable shots, too. Crossover dribble, left side by Wright. Can't get past Dixon. So to Newell, hands back to Atten, crowded by Dixon. And crowded too much. Foul called on UC Irvine. Dixon's second.
Kind of a silly foul because Atten Wright had picked up the dribble. He was in trouble over there.
Yeah, kind of a freshman foul over there. Dixon, redshirt freshman. Originally from San Diego. Pause for Atten Wright. He tie his right shoe right in front of his own bench. 17-17 to play. This NIT Semifinal. Mean Green by 4. Inbounds to Floyd. Hone tight on him. Along the left sideline. Jasper takes it to the point. Waits for Sissoko pick. Goes around him. Bounce pass underneath is stolen by Loyston. Tried to feed Rondell Walker, who strips it right back. New possession. Rondell backs out to the wing. Drives it. Left-hand runner. No good. And Loyston grabs this rebound. Rondell steals it again on the floor. To Newell. Goes up short. Mulai the rebound. His layup. No good. Rebound Loyston. How many chances turned away? It's still 35-31.
And wasting all that extra exquisite effort from Rondell Walker.
Loyston 7-1 in the area. That's all it took. Hone crowded by Jasper. Left to the circle. Bounce pass stolen by Jasper Floyd. Another turnover. That is 12 turnovers by UCI. Right up their per-game average early in the second half already. Jasper sets up Rondell Walker at the point. Back to Floyd. Has to drive it on home. Crowded. Newell comes up to help. Bounce elbow the lane. Sissoko. One-on-one. Backing against Loyston. Shot clock under 10. Mulai out of a double. Out to the wing. Floyd. Ball fake. Down to the baseline. Puts it up. Short. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Sissoko.
Ross Hodge, normally used to that deliberate offense, wanted the team to run after the steal. They settled in for another long possession and netted nothing.
Timeout. 4 minutes gone in the second half. It's 5-1 this half, even though the Mean Green have missed their last 4 shots. UCI scoreless the last 2:43, and they trail the Mean Green 35-31 on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
You probably only think about insurance when you need it. But at Higginbotham, we have insurance specialists across Texas thinking about your risks and how to cover them year-round. We start with listening and end with a custom solution that fits your needs and budget. Whether it's for your home, car, health, business, or employees, Higginbotham has you covered. Higginbotham is a place that leads with values, so your value leads.
The Mean Green Preferred Hotel Partnership was created due to our increased need for hotel rooms throughout the year. For all of our overnight needs, we encourage you to stay where the Mean Green stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, and DFW Champion Circle are your 2024 Mean Green Hotel partners. Stay where the Mean Green stay. Best Western, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, and DFW Champion Circle. You can't go anywhere without finding Beth Marie's old-fashioned ice cream, and that's a good thing. In fact, Beth Marie's now makes more than 130 flavors of ice cream, emanating from the original location on Denton's historic downtown square. Beth Marie's is all over Denton and Northeast Texas in a variety of restaurants serving premium ice cream. Also, Beth Marie's has enlarged their second Denton location at Unicorn Lake across from Cinemark Movie Theater. It has a special party room. And of course, you're going to find Beth Marie's ice cream at all Mean Green basketball games at the Super Pit.
Congratulations to the humble paper coaster holding that cold, crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. The paper in that coaster could have been a coupon or a losing lottery ticket, but instead, it's a glorious pedestal for Dos Equis. Nice work, paper coaster. From where you sit, you're holding a winning lottery ticket. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Mean Green by 4. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Neither team getting much done offensively this half. It's 5-1 North Texas, but they missed their last 4 shots. 6 of their last 7. And now scoreless the last 2 minutes and 3 seconds. The Anteaters say, hold our beer. They're scoreless the last 2 minutes and 43 seconds with 3 turnovers in this span. 12 turnovers, 8 steals, 3 by Rondell Walker, back-to-back-to-back on that last sequence.
Most that he's had since swiping the ball 4 times at Memphis way back on January 5th. But the trouble is, the Mean Green have not rewarded their teammate Rondell Walker for all the great hustle. When he makes the extra effort play, it seems like he just can't get teammates to find a way to score. So that 2-point basket that Irvine's so good at defending, the Mean Green are struggling in that department. By the way, we got Coach Robinson before ESPN, so that's pretty good.
As it should be. Through the timeout, in come Brendan Lorient, Jonathan Massey, and Latrell Giselle. Wright and Sissoko stay out there. Inbounds, and Hone will be trapped in the backcourt by Jonathan Massey. Over 4 minutes into the second half, and UC Irvine starts 0 for 3. Loyston up high, hands it back to Hone. Down the baseline, cut off by Mulai. Back out to the wing. Looks to Tillis, refeeds Hone. Trying to find Loyston down low, can't do it. Dixon around the horn to Shea. Right foul line extended. Shot clock down to 5. Down to the baseline. He finds Loyston. His hook is short. 1 and done. Rebound Mulai. Loyston 0 for 4 from the field. Shea 1 for 1. One combined basket from those two. Miraculous. 25 minutes into this game.
Mean Green can take away the head of the snake.
Pull-up jumper, Giselle, and it's rounded out head of the circle. Rebound on the deck, and Lorient went to the deck, out of bounds, and apparently off the shoe of Loyston.
Well, they're big shoes, and it just skittered off one of those boats for the big 7-footer who now slides out of the lineup for a few minutes.
Kyle Evans back in. Scoreless 2 fouls off the bench for him the first half. And Hone to the bench as well. Replaced by Torian Lee, who had 2 big 3-pointers for them. Their comeback off the bench. Inbounding underneath Giselle. Right corner, Lorient. Lorient guarded by Tillis. Right side cleared for him to go one-on-one. Backing in. Turns. And his Baker no good. Around it out, he did draw contact.
Yep, some tough luck on the finish, but at least the Mean Green worked their way to the free throw line. Lorient off the baseline out of bounds, hoping to get the mismatch with the big man out of the lineup.
Tillis's first foul, team foul number 2. A rare occurrence where UC Irvine has committed more fouls than their opponent. Almost 5 minutes into the second half. To the line, first free throw good by Bilo. That's got to feel good because he was struggling a week ago in Stillwater. Missed his first 3, ended up 2 out of 6 from the line. That is third point. It's only 1 of 5 from the field. The second free throw is short, rebounded by Dixon. So 36-31, 5 minutes into the second half. Shea over to Tillis. Instead of a quick 3, he's going to back in one-on-one against Bilo. Tillis into the paint, underneath. His layup short, rebounded by Lorient.
He used the entire lane, but Lorient stayed with him and closed out on that left block.
And Eaters start this half 0 for 5 from the field. Lorient draws contact by Evans, and that will be his third and the team's third.
So Lorient starting to amp it up, doing a good job drawing fouls, and he's the guy that does it for the Mean Green. Most free throw attempts on the squad. This one won't be a shooting foul, though.
And right to inbound. Law on the left sideline. And the toss comes to Lorient. Hands it right back to right. Down the baseline. Double clutches, banks, and missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds, touched last. It looked like by Evans. They say Sissoko had his hand on it last.
That's kind of a guess by the official in my estimation. He's along the left baseline. The ball goes out on the right side. I'm not sure he really knew who touched it last.
But Anteaters ball, 14 and a half to play. They are scoreless now for the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 1 second half point. Shea finds Evans underneath and he lays it in. Backdoor swung open, first points for Kyle.
Well, he's a rim runner, a guy that specializes in putbacks and doing his damage right around the basket.
36-33. 6 minutes into the second half. Jonathan Massey has it left quarter court hash. He's guarded by Shea, screened out by Sissoko. Jonathan drives, and his layup high off the backboard, no good. Foul, though. This will be the 4th UCI team foul in just a little over 6 minutes here in the second half.
Mean Green need to start thinking about getting those free throws to fall, because it looks like they're going to get to the bonus quicker than they certainly anticipated that first half.
Second foul on Devin Tillis.
Yeah, that didn't hurt.
4th on the Anteaters. Mean Green called only once. Inbounding, baseline left, is Floyd. To Bilo, back to Jasper, into the paint, pulls up, gets the roll from 5.
And Jasper does a good job negotiating the length, knowing he's got to go a little bit higher on the floater. Perfect delivery.
He's got 7, it's 38-33. Shea's pass deflected and chased down the midcourt by Grant Newell. Newell in transition, hands back to Floyd. Back to Giselle now, and Shea denies him the 3 in the left wing. So Latrell backs out, pulls up, fires along 2, in and out, rebounded by Evans. Still the Mean Green by 5. Long pass, transition, Shea goes up, missed the layup, rebound Dixon. He misses the follow, jam follow by Evans.
Colorado State transfer Kyle Evans coming in after a couple of misses, gliding in and slamming it down.
Only their 6 second chance points. Mean Green a 7-point edge. It's 38-35, 7 minutes gone. Newell thought about a 3, drives on Evans, and his layup no good. Rebound Lorient, kicks it back out. A Massey straightaway 3, around and out. Rebound Tillis. Here come the Anteaters, down 3. Shea cross court for Lee. Wide open 3 to tie it is no good. Long rebound Lorient.
Oh, that had been a big dagger, and Lee was delivering those in the first half.
Now 2 of 5 from deep. Torian, the freshman from Surrey, British Columbia. So, Jasper slowing it down a bit. 12 and a half to play. 38-35, Mean Green. They led throughout. Left side, Giselle, crowded by Lee. His pass to Massey. Turns to square against Shea. Cross court for a Newell three. No good. Rebound Tillis.
Boy, the skip pass got to Newell in great shape. He had 10 toes to the rim, but could not cash it in.
So still the 3-point lead. Shea hands to Dixon. Up high Tillis. Tillis to Torian Lee. Evans there to try and screen out Giselle. Fights through it. Back over right quarter court. Tillis. Shot clock 10. Right side cleared. One-on-one against Newell. Backing in. Spins. Steps through a double team. 5 to shoot. Flips it out to Shea. A catch and shoot three is good.
Well, he wasn't big in the first half, but he looms out there on the wing as a dangerous shooter. Miles Shea.
Only his third attempt and his second make. And he is tied at 38. 11 and a half to play. Now guards Massey, who posts him up. Baseline left. To the cutter. Newell drives and misses the layup. Steals the rebound from Evans, goes up and gets fouled, and that would be number 4 if it is on Evans. And it is.
Dave, it's a rough shooting night for the Mean Green, the worst they've had since Oklahoma State and Minnesota, below 40%. Hopefully they've got time to rectify that.
Well, they're saying that is 3 fouls on Evans. But there is a timeout for us to figure it out. 11:21 to play. Tied at 38, the NIT Semi from Indianapolis. This is Mean Green basketball from Learfield.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right, a special benefit to your membership. Texas Farm Bureau members can claim their 2 free tickets by going to meangreensports.com/TFB tickets. Not a Farm Bureau member? Visit your local agent's office and become a member today. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members. Tickets are limited and only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
2025 is the year of green. From Mean Green Athletics to Mean Green Banking, DATQ is excited to be the exclusive financial institution of UNT Athletics. And we want you to join us as a member of the one and only credit union to serve our Screaming Eagles. Visit us at datq.org or any of our 12 branches to open an account today and see why banking local matters to so many North Texans.
American National Bank and Trust takes pride in promoting growth and stability. In the North Texas communities we're proud to serve. We offer competitive business banking opportunities, including commercial loans, SBA lending programs, and treasury management services. We also offer personal checking and savings accounts, home loans, and trust and wealth management services. Our team is committed to providing outstanding service to all of our customers. Stop by and visit our downtown Denton location near the university campus, or visit us at amnat.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Second half started well, about like the first half started. The Mean Green came out at right into 3 and then to 2. They made 2 of their first 4, and since then 1 for their last 13, including 5 straight misses. Add that up, the second half, Hank, and that is 3 of 17, just under 18%. UC Irvine, 3 of 11, just over 27%. For the game, the Mean Green under 31%, 15 of 49, much better from 3 than 2, 5 of 14 beyond the arc, and keeping pace with the Anteaters, who are 5 of 13. Anteaters have 15 fewer shots up, 2 fewer makes. The encouraging thing at this point is they only have 1 more foul to give, and the Mean Green have only been called for 1 foul in this second half. So it may be with nothing falling from the field, the Mean Green have got to get to the line and beat the Anteaters at their own game here in the second half.
The last time North Texas won a game shooting under 35% from the floor, you got to go back to December 17th of 2022 against UMass. Won that game 62-44 despite shooting just 31%. They got time to clean it up. Right now, though, they just want to take care of business at the line.
And shooting 2, Newell, 0 for 2 in the first half.
Missed his last 4 dating back to OSU.
He's missed his last 5. This one is in and out, and the Mean Green are now 3 of 7 from the line. The Anteaters is 7 out of 10. So this is a potential advantage. Any free throws you get against UCI, the Mean Green are not taking full advantage of. One more free throw to untie it with 11:21 to go. And that one goes.
It is disconcerting in a tight game when you're not making free throws. It can become infectious, and you don't want that to spread.
As Texas Tech.
Yeah.
About the last 3 minutes against Florida. So Mean Green by 1, still have never trailed. And Hone with 6 assists already. And only 2 points. Weaves around to the foul line. Crowded there by Massey. Flips to the wing to Dixon. Down low, Loyston, who's returned. One-on-one against Sissoko. Shot clock under 10. Game clock under 11 minutes. Loyston cannot get a shot he likes. 5 on the shot clock. Crowded by Mulai. Out to the corner. Ujigadele up. Got a shot off in time. It's short. Rebounded by Floyd.
Had to rush it. Almost a 36 shot clock violation.
Massey on the right side. Rocker step. Pulls up foul line. Denied by Hone. Back out to the point to Floyd to reset. Guarded by the pesky freshman Lee. Jasper takes him right wing. Loyston hanging around just in case Jasper drives. He hands to Atten. And Atten crowded by Dixon. Shot clock at 7. Mulai the pick. Atten to the foul line. Into the paint. Floater, no. Rebound, Mulai. And lost the dribble off his own knee. No. Touch last by an Anteater. An unfortunate Anteater. And it's still North Texas ball.
Mua's had a big night on the glass, but that was one of his more athletic rebounds. He really had to get high and stretch at the full apogee of his wingspan there to bring it in.
He now leads all rebounders with 10. Floyd to inbound, 19 to shoot. Baseline left to Mulai, back to Jasper. Into the paint, leans, lays it in. He got Loyston off balance. That's 9 for Jasper. Mean Green by 3.
Thank you, Phil Forte, for another great baseline out of bounds.
41-38. We are halfway through the second half at Hinkle Fieldhouse. As the Anteaters work around the horn, Hone has it, left foul line and extended. Picked up at a switch by Massey. Waits for a Loyston pick. A repick. And now Hone to the foul line, leans, drops it off for Loyston. His layup good. Finally, his first field goal. He was 0 for his first 4, and he gives the Mean Green lead down to 1, 41-40.
First time he really got deep and got the angle he wanted for the easy bucket.
Now Giselle slowing things down. The center jump circle, right side, Atten right down to the baseline to Massey. Drives it hard, shot blocked. Massey trying to save it on the baseline, dribbles it on the baseline. Anteater ball.
Loyston is huffing and puffing. He's going to come out, I think, maybe stick around, but he used his incredible length that time to mess up Massey's drive along the right baseline. I thought he was coming out. He looks like he's out of gas.
Till is back in along with Shea. And Ross Hodge will counter with Brendan Lorient for Jonathan Massey.
Hands on hips. Bent Loyston tired of that matchup with Sissoko, but he just got a bucket a moment ago.
And another chance for UC Irvine to take their first lead. 9:20 to play. They're down 41-40. As Hone is left alone for a wide open 3, and it's good.
Well, he's got deep range, and sometimes is the guy that ups the tempo for the Anteaters.
72nd 3 of the year, 43-41 UC Irvine. They trailed by 15 in the first half. 9 minutes remaining. Their first lead. Only the second time the Mean Green have trailed in these first 4 NIT games. Pull up, answer by Giselle, left alone, left to the circle. First points for Luttrell, and back come the Mean Green. 43 all, 8:40 to go. Hone off a Loyston pick. Pass goes to Loyston. Right back to Shea. Shea, floater, deflected, but comes down to Loyston, guides it in for 2.
Well, right now the Mean Green need to keep trading buckets.
And Wright drives into a foul. His left hand reverse, punctuated by, looks like perhaps a Loyston personal. It is his first and the team's 6th. So every foul rest of the way. We have 8:25 to go. The Mean Green will be in the bonus. And they've still committed only 1 foul. in the entire second half. 8:25 to go.
Officials seem to be kind of picking on the Mean Green in the first half in terms of fouls, but it has reversed itself.
Well, they may be changing this foul call still on UC Irvine, but well, they're keeping it on Loyston, his first. And at right to the line. Double technical, Mulai Sissoko, Devin Tillis. First free throw by Wright is good.
There have been players really chatting to one another tonight and not friendly. So a double T.
Well, that means Tillis now has 3 personals, Mulai has 2. So Tillis and Kyle Evans each with 3. One more for Adden to tie it. 8:25 remaining, and he does, and it's 45-45. Adden with 17.
A great opportunity to get him to the line on that double T.
1-2-1-1, Mean Green pressure out of the made free throws. They back off, not looking to trap, as Hone brings it into the front court. Loyston with a high post pick. Hone into the paint. Can't get a shot off against Floyd. Out to the wing goes Tillis. And he finds Loyston, baseline right. Shot clock under 10, left-hand dribble, and they got to call Mulai for his 3rd foul. Not much contact the way this game has gone. It's only 2nd against the team.
No, so much time left in this game, and if those big guys are going to sit there and bang on one another, that's going to be easy fodder for the officials. I'd rather let them see both of them get away with a little bit of swapping of paint. Mulai's going to have to come out.
Yep, the double technical earning him a seat, his 3rd. Also out will be Wright as Rondell Walker and Brendan Lloyd re-enter. Inbounding is Shea to Loyston. And now he's guarded by Bilo. Baseline right. Underneath, his pass for a layup by Devin Tillis. First points this half by Tillis. They lead 47-45.
Newell left the block to go, pursued the double team, and that's a good pass from the 7-footer.
7:45 to go as Giselle, briefly trapped, finds Newell. Right side cleared against Loyston. Wants no part of it. Back out to Latrell. And he'll pull up in the circle. Refeeds Newell. Jumper from 15. No good. Rebounded by Tillis. First time for UCI to have the lead and the ball. 7:20 to go. They're up 47-45 as Shea operates against Bilo in a switch. Case out to the perimeter. Tillis to Hone at the point. Hone guarded by Rondell Walker. Picked up in a switch by Newell. Shot clock at 10. To the corner, Shea. He'll fire a 3, and he got the three-pointer, his 2nd. And the lead for the Anteaters is 5, and it's big enough for a Ross Hodge timeout with 7:04 remaining.
What you don't want to see is what you just saw. Miles Shea getting hot from the corner. He led them to that overtime victory over Andy Kennedy and the UAB Blazers, and he's now connected on his last couple of long balls.
They have hit their last 5 shots. They're now 8 of 17 for the half, 18 of 40 for the game, 45%. The Mean Green have missed 8 of their last 10. This half, 5 of 22. 5 more shots up, 3 fewer makes, and only 1 of 3 from 3. Irvine 3 of 4 from 3 this half, and out shooting the Mean Green for the game 45% to 31.5%. 7:04 to go. 50-45, biggest lead for the Anteaters on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
First State Bank is committed to treating the community as our home and customers as our neighbors. Our dedicated staff is here to partner in your financial success. We proudly offer the Freedom Checking Account. No minimum balance and no monthly maintenance fee. You work toward your goals while we help you build a strong financial future. Visit our website at firststate.bank or stop by a branch near you to open an account today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
There are 3 words that fuel excitement at Bill Utter Ford: Ford Truck Month. At Billiter Ford, we have trucks that are especially priced to move off our lot and right to your front door. Why wait? The time is now to keep on trucking in a new truck that's tough enough and smart enough to keep you moving and grooving. Let us save you thousands off all the inventory we have in stock. Stop by and visit us or shop with us online at BilliterFord.com, a Denton County tradition for over 67 years.
Well, 7:04 to go, and UCI has found their offense, and the Mean Green have misplaced theirs. They are 2 for their last 10, and again for this half 5 of 22. And at one point, a 15-point lead is now a 5-point deficit, 50-45.
Boy, when you're shooting sub 30%, it's not easy to get in the win column. The last time that's happened, the Mean Green shooting under 30 and winning was way back in 2012 against Southeastern Louisiana. That was a low-scoring 45-40 game. I think the danger here is in the first half. Bent Leuchten was held in check. Shea didn't do a whole lot, but those two have awoken. And if they can continue to contribute, the Mean Green has got to find a way to counter offensively.
Well, the advantage that North Texas has is they are now in the 1-1, and they've only committed 3 team fouls, so 7 of 4 remaining. Shots are not falling from anywhere. Get to the line. They already have Tillis with 3 fouls. His backup Evans also with 3.
Puts pressure on Atten Wright, I think, is your best free throw shooter. Really be on some aggressive, assertive drive pass, straight line drives. Get the foul, get to the line. Doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be sexy, but let's get back in this thing.
So out of the timeout, Rondell Walker to inbound to the backcourt to Jasper Floyd. Torian Lee hanging around. As Jasper arrives, double high pick offered. He goes edge of the paint, pivots, and finds Atten. Guarded by Hone. Backs out, bounces it back to Floyd. As the Anteaters extend the half-court D. Into the lane, left-hand runner. Good by Jasper Floyd, as he has done this entire NIT. He has the big basket. Needed that 50-47. The Big Green within 3.
Total attack mode by your point guard.
Under 6.5 minutes. Shea throws it away. A no-look pass underneath intended for Leuchten. Out of bounds, turnover number 14 by the Anteaters. They have forced only 5.
And that one was just Shea being reckless, which he looks to be when he's on the handle. Really good shooter, not a great ball control player.
Timeout again, 6:27 to go. Mean Green ball down 3 when we return to Indianapolis on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right, a special benefit to your membership. Texas Farm Bureau members can claim their 2 free tickets by going to meangreensports.com/TFB tickets. Not a Farm Bureau member? Visit your local agent's office and become a member today. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members. Tickets are limited and only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
The 2024 Mean Green Restaurant Partners feed our athletes, students, and fans all season long. Join any of the following restaurant partners for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or maybe your catering needs. Beth Marie's, Chick-fil-A, Crooked Crust, Hawaiian Brothers, Hooters, Jason's Deli, Marty B's, McAllister's, Meltzer's, Raising Cane's, Rose's Cafe, Rudy's, Taco Casa, Wendy's, Whataburger, Twin Peaks, Supreme Crab, Portillo's, Salada, Saltgrass, Outback Steakhouse, and Wing Daddy's. What do UNT, Super Pit, Embassy Suites, Denton Convention Center, and Houlihan's Restaurant all have in common? They all root for the Mean Green. Alumni, locals, and traveling fans, there's no place better to grab a bite after a day of showing your North Texas pride than Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar inside our Embassy Suites, less than 2 miles from UNT. If you're looking for flexible event space for your next gathering, give our award-winning embassy a call today. 1-940-243-3799. Mean Green fans, support the 2024 UNT Home Team Partners for your home service needs. Green Eagle Roofing and Construction, owned and operated by UNT Hall of Fame linebacker Lance White. Adams Exterminating, celebrating 65 years of service in Denton County. And CertaPro Painters, Denton's most trusted painters. We encourage all of our fans to support these proud partners and make them a part of your home team today.
6:27 to go. Here in Fieldhouse. And UC Irvine in control now 50-47 because they have made their last 5 shots. The Mean Green have made only 6 this entire half. 6 of 23, 26%. Being outshot for the game, 45% to 33%. That despite, Hank, having 15 more shots up. Same number of makes, but 2 fewer threes. North Texas, 18 of 55. UC Irvine, 18 of 40. They are 7 of 15 from deep. 46%. The Mean Green, 5 of 14. 36% about what they usually shoot. 4 missed free throws out of 10 attempts, looming very large now for the Mean Green. They could have something that the Irvine opponents almost never have, an advantage at the line. The Anteaters are 7 of 10.
Well, the missed opportunities at close range, the free throws you just mentioned, you got to put them in the rear view. And this is an important possession to get you right back in it, down 3. If you can get the lead with 5 minutes left, that really helps the Mean Green cause.
So, bringing it over the timeline is Floyd, guarded by Dixon. He finds Atten right into the paint, spins against Hone, in traffic, knocked out of his hands, picked up by Lorient. He drives and gets Loiston up off his feet. Easy lay-in by Belo. The Mean Green within 1 with 6 minutes remaining, 50-49.
Now you dig in and you really try to get a defensive stop to send the right message.
Shea crowded right hash by Floyd into the corner where Mulai is back in and looms. To Loiston, back to Shea. Shea down to the baseline, running one-hander is good. Miles Shea, 8 of his 11 here in the second half. They're back up by 3.
Boy, that's a big bucket just to keep the Mean Green at bay, closing in on the 5-minute mark.
Definitely looks like he is favoring his right shoulder, except when he shoots. Down the lane goes Jasper Floyd. His one-hander good over Loiston and off the glass.
Both Lorient and Floyd with a little hesitations before they scored the last 2 baskets.
13, 5 rebounds for Jasper. Mean Green within 1, 5:18 to go. Hone to Tillis and now Shea. Back to 2-man game with Shea around a Tillis pick. Into the paint he goes. Contact not called. Rebound taken by Loiston. Knocked out of his hands by Rondell Walker, and Loiston knocked off his feet entirely. The foul on Rondell, his first, only the 3rd against the team.
Might have been some inadvertent contact there, but the big man chopped down like a big tree, like a redwood.
Make it team foul number 4, and 17 fouls on UC Irvine because of the early double tees. Out goes Dixon. Inbounds pass goes through the hands of Tillis, chases it down, and uses a Loiston pick. Backs out, thought about a 3. Now to Shea. He'll take an NBA 3. Air ball short. Easy rebound. Put back Loiston.
It was a missed shot. Turned out to be an assist because the big man was in the area.
7 of Loiston's 10 in the second half. They're back up 3. 4:43 to go. 54-51 Anteaters. And it's right at the point to Floyd. 4 big buckets in the second half. Drives and again a one-hander off the glass, around and down. Count it and 1.
Late foul call on one he hammered off the window. I mean, that thing was coming in with velocity. But again, penetration right down the gut, and Jasper Floyd has the answer.
Got fouled by Torian Lee. His second, team's 8th. And a 3-point play here for Floyd would tie the game at 54, 4:33 left. This is his first trip to the line tonight. He's 76% coming in. Mean Green needed it. They are 6 of 10. His free throw is good.
Boy, he's rattling them around, isn't he? But shots are eventually going down for Jasper Floyd.
A make's a make, and he ties it at 54, under 4.5 to go in the NIT Semifinals. Mean Green trying to win this tournament for the second time in 3 seasons. They've led most of the way. Hone pulls up right wing. Pivots, needs help. Hand back to Lee. Lee now to Tillis between the circles. Left side clear to operate, backing in against Lorient. 8 on the shot clock. Into the paint. Kicks to Loiston. Right side Hone. 5 to shoot. Hone in trouble. Hunting a deep 3. Fires and hits.
Big shot because he only had a split second left. Hone delivers from the high right wing.
Defended well.
Yes.
Swished it. Unties it. 3:50 to go. 57-54. Lorient at the high post. A hand back for Floyd. Over to the far corner, right, a catch and shoot three. No good, fouled, and will shoot three.
Whoa, what a way to take you to a timeout. Your final media, Atten Wright will have a chance to tie it at the free throw line. This one's not over, but boy, it has been tough.
3:42 to go, timeout, 57-54, Anteaters on the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
You know, nobody really likes to talk about insurance. Hi, I'm James King. Well, nobody except perhaps Brother Jeff.
And you know, James, everybody likes to talk about business insurance, especially at a good price.
Well, then they're in luck. At Ramey King Insurance, we have over 80 insurance carriers to choose from. Not just one, but 80.
And that means a good price on your business insurance. I'd be glad to talk with you about it.
And so would I. Call us today at Ramey King Insurance, 800-453-9691, or visit our website at rameyking.com.
The Mean Green Preferred Hotel Partnership was created due to our increased need for hotel rooms throughout the year. For all of our overnight needs, we encourage you to stay where the Mean Green stay. Best Western Premier, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, and DFW Champion Circle are your 2024 Mean Green Hotel partners. Stay where the Mean Green stay. Best Western, Embassy Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, and DFW Champion Circle.
Do you believe in the Mean Green? For over 60 years, Bill Utter Ford has been a proud sponsor of the North Texas Wheel Club. Every Mean Green alumni and student gets special discounts through our X-Plan pricing program. And come check out the all-new, totally redesigned Bill Utter Ford with free Wi-Fi, a Starbucks coffee bar, and over 500 vehicles to choose from. We're located on the utterly affordable side of the Metroplex in Denton, Texas, and at BillUtterFord.com.
Attention UNT fans, are you ready to secure your retirement with the team the Mean Green Trust? Our seasoned team of financial professionals at Lord & Richards have been trusted by the Mean Green for their financial game plan. When you're ready to join the winning team, we'll craft a retirement strategy that suits your goals. Call us today at 972-905-3516. Lord & Richards, your winning play for a secure retirement.
3:42 to go. This NIT Semifinal. 57-54, UC Irvine leading the Mean Green, who have finally regained their offense. They've knocked down 4 straight shots. Atten Wright was just fouled by Justin Hone on a 3-point attempt. So out of the timeout, one of the top 2 free throw shooters in the country will have a chance to tie this game. And the next Anteater foul will put the Mean Green in the double bonus. The Mean Green have 2 fouls to give. That may be the determining factor down the stretch in this game.
It certainly could be, but the bottom line is a team that has hung its hat on defense since Ross Hodge arrived 8 years ago has to get some quality stops in the final 3:42. And they had one a moment ago. And a deep 3 with a second left goes down for the Anteaters. That right now is the difference in this game.
Well, Mulai Sissoko remembers this. Matthew Stone remembers it. This semifinal 2 years ago in Las Vegas, the Mean Green were down 14 to Wisconsin in the second half. And with 9 minutes remaining, down 8, 54-46, and won the game 56-54. Held the Badgers scoreless final 9 minutes. Mean Green ended that game on a 10-0 run. First of 3 free throws, good by Wright. Now 5 of 5 at the line, 18 points. So 57-55 with 3:42 left. Free throw number 2 on the way, got it.
His 108th double-figure game. He'd love to get north of 20, which he's got a great chance to.
He and Floyd, the only double-figure scores. Jasper with 16. One more to tie it. On the way, got it.
Businesslike as ever for Atten Wright. And the press.
Full court. Tillis not running the baseline, gets the pass into Torian Lee. And a lot on the shoulders of this freshman from British Columbia. In charge of the offense. 57-57, 3.5 minutes to go. Mean Green get tangled up in an offensive foul called on the Anteaters. Their 10th as a team.
That's a massive call right now. And Atten Wright, who is now onto his 9th 20-point scoring game with those 3 free throws to tie it. I think Atten Wright's got a big circle around him because of the foul situation. You want the ball in his hands.
The foul was the 3rd of the game on Shea. 10th on the team. Mean Green double bonus, final 3:26 and counting. Chance to untie it. 57-57. Floyd at the point. Double high picks offered. Jasper leans into the paint. This time the runner no good and rebounded by Tillis. And here come the Anteaters. Hone across the timeline. Kicks it over to Shea, down to the right baseline. Cut off by Mulai. Out to the wing, Hone to the trailer. Loyston thought about a 3, back to Hone. 3 minutes remaining. Driving pass off Tillis. Saves it to Atten Wright. The Mean Green force another turnover. That is 16 by UC Irvine. Baseline right. Belo into the paint. Stops, fires, missed it. Rebounded by Tillis, still tied at 57. The Mean Green had 2 good looks. Couldn't get him up. 2:40 to go.
Looked like a tired shot from Belo. We hadn't said that much.
Shea on the baseline. Throws up an air ball. Rebound Tillis, and he follows and scores.
Easy weak side board for Tillis. Pressure back on the Mean Green.
16 for Devin Tillis, a double-double. He's also got 10 rebounds. 59-57 Anteaters. 2:20 to go. As Wright slows things down to the right hash mark. Double high picks offered. Atten with a left-hand dribble. Weaves into the paint. Lost it. Gets it back. Leans up. Shot rejected by Loyston. Atten saves. Finds a Walker corner 3. He got it from the right corner. First points by Rondell Walker. Mean Green lead it under 2 minutes. 60-59.
Couldn't have been more alone on the right wing. Pressure shot.
Shea to Dixon to Hone left wing. Crowded by Floyd. Anteaters down 1. 1:50 to go. Hone behind the Loyston wing pick to the corner. Hemmed in double team. Lost it off his knee. Now they say off of Sissoko's knee. A huge break for UCI.
Not a foul, just saying the ball last touched Moonlight. He can't believe it. He really cannot.
They inbound with 9 to shoot, 1:42 to play. Shea in the corner to Loyston. Hands it back to Shea. Hunting a 3. Down to the corner. Can't get one. Cross court. Here's a Hone 3, and that is good, and they're back on top.
3rd 3 for Hone, and he has honed in on his game. Man alive, has he been a difference maker for the Anteaters in the second half.
Timeout. Ross Hodge, 1:33 remaining. And Hone has just given the lead back to the Anteaters. 62-60. Timeout of the Mean Green Sports Network from Learfield.
Texas Farm Bureau members get free Mean Green football tickets. That's right, a special benefit to your membership. Texas Farm Bureau members can claim their 2 free tickets by going to meangreensports.com/TFB tickets. Not a Farm Bureau member? Visit your local agent's office and become a member today. This offer is exclusive to Texas Farm Bureau members. Tickets are limited and only available while supplies last. So become a member today. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud partner of North Texas Athletics.
The 2024 Mean Green Restaurant Partners feed our athletes, students, and fans all season long. Join any of the following restaurant partners for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or maybe your catering needs. Beth Marie's, Chick-fil-A, Crooked Crust, Hawaiian Brothers, Hooters, Jason's Deli, Marty B's, McAllister's, Meltzer's, Raising Cane's, Rose's Cafe, Rudy's, Taco Casa, Wendy's, Whataburger, Twin Peaks, Supreme Crab, Portillo's, Salada, Saltgrass, Outback Steakhouse, and Wing Daddy's. What do UNT, Super Pit, Embassy Suites, Denton Convention Center, and Houlihan's Restaurant all have in common? They all root for the Mean Green. Alumni, locals, and traveling fans, there's no place better to grab a bite after a day of showing your North Texas pride than Houlihan's Restaurant and Bar inside our Embassy Suites, less than 2 miles from UNT. If you're looking for flexible event space for your next gathering, give our award-winning embassy a call today. 1-940-243-3799.
Back to play. Mean Green inbounded. 90 seconds remaining. They trail 62-60. Jasper Floyd walks it into the front court. And down the lane he goes. Sails in. His layup is short. Rebounded by Dixon. Jasper's been scoring in the paint. Somehow missed a tying layup. And here come the Anteaters. 1:10 to go and a 2-point lead.
He exploded but just did not finish.
Hone on the left side. Underneath finds Loyston. Goes up. Draws. Contact. Misses the reverse. So no 3-point opportunity. The foul the 4th on Sissoko. And the team's 5th. So the Mean Green down to one more foul to give for the final 63 seconds of regulation.
That out of bounds off Mulai before the timeout could have been challenged in the NIT rules by Ross Hodge, but had he lost it, he'd have lost a timeout. So he did not challenge it.
Loiston to the line. Shooting 2, he's 4 for 6 today. 82% for the year, 6th best free throw shooter in the Big West. This first is good. 7-1, doesn't put much, if any, arc on it. He slips it over to the front of the rim. That rattled home, and it's 63-60.
So big, it's like he's shooting down on the rim.
One more, and that one's good. 64-60 Anteaters. They led by as many as 5. 1 minute remaining. Mean Green down 64-60. As Floyd sets up Atten right. Crowded by Hone, right quarter court. Mulai there for a pick. Atten turns it down, drives, leans, banks it, no good. Rebounded by Tillis. Atten knocked off his feet. No foul call. Shea, long pass, underneath, for a layup by Dixon. Is rejected by Sissoko. They're going to say it was goaltending. 66-60, 40.7 seconds.
Now it's going to take something special. 2 possession games, still time, but you've got to roll quickly here, and you probably need to look for 3.
And the Mean Green 6 of 15 from deep, 2 of 4 this half. Timeout. Ross Hodge is next to last with 39.7 seconds.
If the Mean Green don't pull it out, they're going to look back at so many misses on drives and close range opportunities, free throws that needed to go down, and what you knew was going to be a rock fight in a tight game. But there's still time, so.
6 of 15 from 3, 40%. That's actually better than average. Mean Green 36% normally from 3. From 2, 16 of 50. 32% inside the arc, 40% out of it. And Bent Loiston has only been credited with 1 block shot, but just standing around at 7'1", 260, the knowledge that he's down there has clearly influenced so many of the makeable misses by the Mean Green.
Again, Irvine's been excellent on the year and just making sure teams don't shoot well from 2-point range.
Let's pause here 10 seconds. Station identification. You're listening to Mean Green Basketball. Mean Green down to 1 timeout, 1 foul to give, trailing 66-60. Anteaters have the possession arrow. Should there be a hell ball? 39.7 seconds. And inbounding near sideline is Floyd. In it goes to Lorient. And Lorient takes it in against Tillis. And Loiston turns, hooks, scores. Had to have that. 66-62 with 33.6.
Slapping on press, trying to create chaos.
And the long pass to midcourt finds Hone. Quickly fouled by Walker. And that is the last one the Mean Green had to give.
Mean Green have turned this Anteater team over so many times tonight. Here at crunch time, they could have used one on that press.
16 Anteater turnovers. Mean Green have only coughed it up 5 times, and yet they trail by 4. Sissoko out. Jonathan Massey in. Mean Green get smaller and more athletic. Shea to inbound in front of their bench. Far sideline. And pulled down by Massey. The inbounds pass found its target. And that's about as fast as you can possibly commit a foul. 32.1 seconds on Massey's 3rd personal. Well, finally, the Anteaters in the 1-and-1. Jonathan was in just to commit that foul. Back in now comes Mulai.
We wanted to make sure it was obvious, and it was.
And it'll be Tillis, 2 for 2 in this game, 84% for the season in the 1-and-1. Trying to add to a 66-62 lead with 32.1 seconds. Senior from LA. In and out, missed it. Front end, no good. Rebound Sissoko. Mean Green ball down 4, under 30 seconds. Jasper Floyd drives and dishes. Another Walker corner 3, way short. Air ball fumbled out of bounds by Loiston, who himself tumbles to the backboard standard. So the door slightly ajar with 22 seconds.
Need to be a special out-of-bounds play that quickly gets it to a shooter.
It is a Mean Green specialty. It'll be Floyd inbounding on the left baseline. And it goes to Mulai. Hands it back to Jasper. Down to the baseline. Kicks it for Laureate. Drives. And his dunk flew out of his hands off the glass to Hone, who's fouled with 12 and a half seconds. Mulai flying in, lost control of it in midair. That slam would have made it a 2-point game. And instead, Rondell Walker commits his third, and with 12 and a half seconds at a 4-point lead, the Anteaters can finish this thing off with their veteran Justin Hone, now a graduate out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, stepping up in the 1-and-1, and he hits the first.
Brennan tried to switch hands, left hand to right in midair on that dunk, and just lost control of the ball before having a chance to flush it.
67-62. One more. Rounded out, rebound Mulai. 67-62. Atten Wright hunting a three, steps through a double team, and is fouled. His three is in and out after the whistle. This foul on Dixon is his third. So why UCI is even playing defense, let alone committing fouls, is the mystery with 7.6 seconds left. So Atten step up, and they call that a 2, shooting 2 and not 3.
Make them both. You're down 3. Gonna have to foul.
First is good. 67-63. Atten at 20 points. 21 now. 8 of 8 from the line. One more to make it a 3-point game. 7.6 in regulation. Is good. 67-64. Massey will re-enter. For Sissoko. And it'll be Lorient on the inbounder, Tillis. 3-point game, 7.6. Tillis looking, in it comes to Loyston, quickly fouled by Floyd with 6.9 seconds.
Pretty hard to defend that pass when you're just lobbing it up high to 7-1 with arms fully extended. There's no way to get in there and get a steal, so you've just got to foul as quickly as the big man Loyston catches it.
And this will be the last 1-and-1. Team foul 9. So Loyston misses the front end, down 3. The Mean Green still have a timeout and 6.9 seconds with which to work, down 67-64.
Soap, the big boy, is really tired from all the contact. He's a good free throw shooter, but he's had some misses tonight.
6 of 8, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Steps up, deep breath. No Anteaters along the block, just 4 Mean Green would-be rebounders, and he hits. That line drive stroke found the mark. 68-64. And Russell Turner will call timeout. Maybe a chance for both coaches to empty their benches at this point, although with 4-point game and 6.9 seconds, not quite at that comfort level, you would think.
Well, Russell Turner now in his 15th season at UCI. Dave, he's over 300 wins, and he's been around some pretty good big men. When he was an assistant for Dave Odom at Wake Forest, Tim Duncan was a freshman, so
heard of him.
Yeah, got to do that. Then learned under Mike Montgomery at Stanford, and says a lot about Don Nelson in his time with the Golden State Warriors. So he's been around some really good coaches, and he's found a real home, obviously, in Irvine.
Well, he is 6.9 seconds from breaking his own school record, his 32nd victory against 6 losses. Loyston, one more free throw, 6.9 seconds up, 68-64.
16 layups or shots around the rim that have gone awry for the Mean Green tonight. So frustrating.
They've shot it better from 3 than from 2 by a wide margin. Second free throw, Loyston got it, 69-64.
Wasn't a factor in the first half, but the big man has come on to have a big play in this.
So Floyd running the baseline. Baseball inbounds caught by Lorient. To right, 3 straight away is short. And the rebound knocked out of bounds with 0.6 of a second left, still North Texas ball.
A lot of seniors on the floor for both sides, but for the guys in green, it is coming to a close.
Somebody's got to inbound it. No one stepping up. Now Jasper Floyd will. And into the corner. Atten's three is good. He got it off in time, and he banked it from the corner, and the final margin is 2. 69-67. UC Irvine advances to the NIT Championship on Thursday night, and the Mean Green season has ended, and the 2-year Ross Hodge era has come to a close. The Mean Green finished the year at 27-9.
I think it's the two best teams in this Final Four. Certainly the folks that play for Loyola Chicago and Chattanooga might argue that, but this was a battle that you thought would be defensive. It was. Give Irvine credit. You know, for much of their Big West season, they had 5 players average double figures. They had 4 in double figures here. And their bench came in and helped them hang around in the first half and come back. And then their marquee players did their job down the stretch. A great year for North Texas. A sad finish for Ross Hodge. But it is what it is, and it's a 2-point loss.
17 of 52 inside the arc in a 2-point loss. That is going to be excruciating all offseason.
Yeah, it's disappointing because there are finishers around the rim, but for Mulai and Lorient and Newell,